Is this still recording? Hello and welcome to Assassin's Creed Unity. This is the whatever game in the series. It's the next one. Hang on. The fifth main Assassin's Creed game. So it's set in Paris in the French Revolution, and you play as an assassin called Arno. So that's something for anyone to just know. For those that don't know what Assassin's Creed is, you run around doing parkour and you basically just stab people in the face, really, and it's quite enjoyable. And that's like very basic stuff. It's a lot more detailed than that. For you that do know the Assassin's Creed franchise and a fanboy like me, you would have already noticed a few things. One, this character does not look like the character in the trailer. You're correct, because the equipment I have, like the sword and the gun, as well as my outfit, I customized, and God, I've completely lost track of what I'm going to do. Oh yeah, that was it. Yeah, you can customize your, and where is it? Oh, I forgot what button it was. Oh no, yeah, you can go to the character customization where you can, there's a skill tree where you can buy skills and that. There's like all different melee, ranged, stealth and health. Rhymes. Then there's the gear loadout, which it includes weapons, the equipment, which classes as your outfit, and like boosts and co-op skills, like you assign a certain co-op skill. I'll leave that out for now. So yeah, with the equipment you can choose colours for like all the possible things you might want. The hood, all the different sorts of hoods, they all have certain like skills and like bonuses for certain things like health, stealth, melee and ranged. They also have modifiers, which are little perks for using the hood. You can have a chest. No, not have a chest. I mean, you do have a chest, but it's the clothing for your chest. That's how I meant to say it. Pretty much the same thing, except it's for the chest, and there are certain things and different modifiers compared to the hoods. Forearms, which is the like this thing for the hidden blade. Your waist, which is the belt. Now the waist, like the belt, determines how many smoke bombs, like how many bombs you can carry, how many lockpicks you can carry, and how much ammo you can carry. Now it, for all your the different modifiers, all the different belts can allow you to carry different types of bombs, and carry different amounts of those certain bombs. I quite like having medicine, smoke bombs, lockpicks and ammo, which this Master Phantom belt is perfect for. You have legs, which some of them reduce falling damage, some don't, but all of them reduce the falling noise and running noise. Noise made by running and noise made by falling. Kind of self-explanatory, didn't really need to explain it. And then you have outfits, which basically just, they're sort of like covers. All the effects of your equipment is still there, except it's just the appearance which changes. That's it. You get the Arno Master Assassin outfit for completing the game. That's all. The rest is like some app thing or something. One moment. YouTube video. Yes please, Mum. Beans on toast, please. No. Sorry about that. I was just talking to my mum about what I want for dinner. That's fine. So yeah, that's pretty much the equipment. Oh, hang on. Weapons. You can choose from one-handed weapons, such as swords and maces. I have the Sword of Eden, which you unlock. You can only unlock it, and you get that for completing the final mission of the game. You have a long, which is basically spears and like a mace variation on a spear. No idea what you call them. The heavy, which is anything from a pickaxe to a heavy axe to a heavy mace and even heavy swords. Then you have pistols, such as mine, which is a single shot pistol known as the fancy pistol. Then you have things like the multi-shot pistols, like these. They basically just, you can fire more shots before reloading. There's stupid ones such as the 3-shot duckfoot. Basically it just shoots 3 shots at the same time in 3 random different directions. And I like the 5-shot duckfoot because of the description. When shooting in 3 random directions at once isn't enough, reach for this thing. Brilliant. The certain weapons and even certain pieces of equipment, the lower level, because each item has a level. The lower the level, generally the lower the amount of money you have to pay to get it, and the amount of like Creed Brotherhood points that you use to upgrade the item. So here you have an American flintlock, which only costs 1,000 money. I really have no idea what that currency is. I just call it money. Whereas, for example, something like this, the solid long gun, which, if you look at the American flintlock, I'm pointing at it, I don't know why you won't be able to see it, is only 3 diamonds. Whereas the solid long gun is 5 diamonds, and it's golden. Gold plated? What's the difference between American flintlock? Huh? Okay, never mind. So yeah, that's, for example, like the American flintlock was only 1,000. This is 142,600 money. Brilliant. You may notice something hack for 1,000 H. H is helix points. Now, I don't like this side of the game, but if you want, you can purchase helix points for real money. It's like microtransactions. Not Candy Crush or whatever. No, not Candy Crush. You get my meaning. You can buy helix points for real money and as you can see, you use a lot less helix points than the normal in-game money. Rifles. Now, the rifle will replace your melee weapon, which is the heavy, the long, or the one-handed. It will also replace your pistol. So this is the melee and the firearm. Now, you may notice something at the top, just below the diamond rating. It says owned, non-lethal. Basically, certain weapons, they're lethal, which they basically just kill a person. Self-explanatory. And you have other ones which they basically knock them unconscious, so the person's like, oh, I'm so injured, sort of thing, lying on the ground. Basically just like a football player wanting to get a free kick. And that's what non-lethal weapons do. Although it's only for the rifles, it's only the melee section of the firearm which is non-lethal. The actual gun part itself is lethal. Just want to point that out. Now with the currencies, you have the in-game money. Sorry, all the currencies are at the top left-hand corner of the screen. You have the normal in-game money. You have something called, which the money is the F. The one next to the right of that is unity points. That is basically skill points. Next to that, to the right of that, you have brotherhood or creed points. I think they're called creed points, but they may be called brotherhood points, I'm not entirely sure. They are used to upgrade equipment, like your clothing, your weapons, and also to purchase additional colours if you so want, but you do get quite a few colours for free. Actually, let's change it up. You can literally just run it round in bright red if you want, if that's the sort of thing, or you can go sort of like that, or all blue. Let me go through them. You have this. Yeah, that's all the colours that you can apply to your Arno, the name of the main character you play as. There's not much else in the character customization that I can say. So, for people that haven't been following the thing of Assassin's Creed Unity, I'm playing it on the PS4. R1 basically uses smoke bombs and such to, it's just a smoke bomb. Then you have things like the long range weapons on the L1. That's the firearm, berserk blades, and phantom blades. Firearm, self-explanatory. It's like the firearm. Berserk. Let me explain. On his wrist, he has a hidden blade, which is like some knife thing on his wrist. Equipped to the hidden blade is something called a phantom blade. It's essentially a crossbow that can be fired from your hand. Let me see if I can get. I can't really show you it that easily. The phantom blades is the standard crossbow bolt type. No, the standard crossbow type ammo. Berserk blades, they essentially make the Berserk blades make the victim attack anyone nearby. You, their friends, whatever. They don't care. They just attack. That's a new addition to the franchise. A new addition is the improved or the changed parkour system. So like climbing up and climbing down. If you hold the R2, which is the run button, you will notice in the top right hand corner on X it says free run up, and on the circle free run down. This is free run up. Okay, so that's how you start off climbing. Then you can climb just using the left stick, or if something is out of reach, you can hit free run up again to climb to that position. Free run down is a core addition because you really don't have to, you don't need to do a leap of faith into a barrel of hay just to get down a single building. You can literally like that. Often it's literally just climb down the building, but because there was a tree, Arno decided to climb down it because he felt like it. Let me show you a good example of how. Here's a good example. So I'm going to free run up. Now notice the way Arno climbs like this, whereas if he was doing the free run up, he sort of like does a bit of a jump sort of thing. Here we go. Now there's things like crowd events, which if you complete so many you get a reward. As you can see, I've completed 29 out of 30 crowd events, and so the next one I'll get a reward. You start off at like complete 5 things to get a reward, then it's like 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I don't think there's any more items that it gives you as a reward after, like, because on the completing 25 in a row, it essentially just gave me some money and that was it. So I'm assuming that's what it's going to do now. Crowd events can be anything from kill the criminals to catch a thief, stuff like that. They're not entirely too out there, or it's very basic. It's not much detail going into them, of like variety wise. What else is there to say? Yeah, there's a co-op mode of you can play with co-op online or locally with up to 3 other players. You can either go to the main pause menu and go, go play co-op now, or you can go to something called like the Cafe Theatre. I know it's got an act. Theatre. Cafe. The English pronunciation would be Caf Theatre, but obviously it's got like the accent, so it's Cafe Theatre or something like that. And there's a section of the cafe which it's like called the club something, like the club hall, and that's where the social side of things you can do. There's, you know what, in actual fact, I've realised I'm not actually in Paris. I mean, the game is set in Paris, but there's an additional area called Versailles, or something along them lines, which you can go to by fast travelling. Let's go here, go back a bit, and let's go to Paris, the something of capital. I was going to say something else about Paris, but then I forgot what it was. So I'm just going to say it's the capital, because it's kind of is. Now, as you have noticed, I've done a double assassination. Wait, what? You received one Master Phantom Coat. I'm going to check that out. No, I'm fine. Yeah, so this is a very this is like one district size of Paris. The Paris in game is either 1-to-1 scale or just under 1-to-1 scale. So let's get to it. Let's go to Paris, but not before losing the bodies, because seriously, ammo isn't so expensive. It's phantom blades and medicine. Medicine is very expensive. For the amount that you could go for in one battle, it's very expensive, like 250 per medicine. And considering I have, what, 89,660 money, that may not seem that much, but in honesty it actually really is, especially for when you're an early on level and you don't have much money on you. Now, all enemies in the game, there's different variations, but each enemy has its own difficulty, and that's represented by diamonds, between 1 and 5 diamonds. You also have a diamond thing saying how capable you would be of completing, for example, a level difficulty 3 mission, or whatever difficulty mission, or whatever difficulty enemies you want to take down, or mission to be completed. I'm currently 5 out of 5 diamonds because I've upgraded my Arno to be high. That's done by upgrading and buying new. It's done by upgrading and buying new pieces of clothing and new weapons and abilities and all of that. This is the Cafe Theatre, or Cafe Theatre, as I'm pronouncing it from now on. I do apologise when I mumble. It's just I can't keep up. My brain can't keep up with how fast I'm talking. I can never remember where anything is in this place apart from the money. That says a lot. I know the training is upstairs, but apart from that, the club hall. By the way, this is the main area of the cafe theatre. It's not really interactive at all in this section, but go through the back door by the like a wine cellar sort of thing, and you come to the club hall, the social area of the, well, cafe theatre. There's club competition, where if you're in a club you can compete against other clubs to win awards and such. Here you can view your club profile and join new clubs, and over here, I don't actually know, club objectives. When you're in a club, you have several shared objectives. Complete the objectives to earn creed points boosts and unlock banners for your club hall. By the way, you can tell I don't really use this very often. There's a reason for that. You need, for PlayStation 4 members, you'll need PlayStation Plus. I currently do not have PlayStation Plus, although my thing does say I do have it, but that's because I'm using the PlayStation Plus trial. The combat system has been changed from the just keep tapping the attack button and you'll win, to actually needing skill. Now, I may be running around Paris aimlessly for a bit to show you the combat, so what I'm going to do is just hang on, where am I? I've lost it. I'm going to go to a locked chest where enemies spawn and show you. You may notice the assassin's logo, what was it, 7 meters below me? That is the assassin's headquarters for Paris. And by the way, I will take as many opportunities to do the parkour as possible. I do quite like it. Say for example there's an area which you probably won't be able to jump to normally, such as from here straight onto the roof, like that. You can instead do free run up, and that will jump you further than you would normally, so that you jump, well, just jump further. Parkour down just allows you to not, oh, this is going to be an easy chest. Yeah, all things that are locked have a certain difficulty, displayed by the number of black bars on the padlock symbol. Notice this is number 1, only has 1 out of 3, therefore it's a very easy chest. Let me quickly show you the skills. There's 3 levels of lockpicking. Apprentice locksmith, which is the lowest level of locksmith lockpicking. There's journeyman locksmith and master locksmith, which is the highest one. With apprentice locksmith, you can essentially only unlock level 1 locks. Journeyman, you can unlock level 2, and master, you unlock level 3. If you try and unlock a lockpick, a lock which is higher than your difficulty, higher than your skill, if you notice on the, I'll actually show you. Notice the bright blue area. That is the area in which you need to hit the X button when that white bar is inside of it. Now, if you try to unlock a lock which is higher than your skill, the white bar will move a hell of a lot faster than what it is currently, and the blue area will be a lot smaller. Level 1 locks generally only require 1 pin to be unlocked. Level 2 locks require 2 pins, and level 3 requires 3 pins. Where was I going? Yeah, never mind. You may have noticed a viewpoint that essentially, notice the difference between this area, which shows you all the buildings, and this area, which is sort of like blocked out. By going to a viewpoint and synchronizing, you basically unlock the map and see all different things, which is what I'm going to do. Yeah, sometimes you won't actually be able to make a jump, so he sometimes jumps down a small bit, and that's when you realise you need to jump down and then climb back up something rather than just jump it. You may have noticed, hang on. Notice on here I can't actually climb up. If I do the free run up, you've noticed he's jumped up quite high. I've noticed there are enemies down below. I will get to them in just a second. Synchronize to unlock map. You don't actually unlock it, you just unlock. You see what's inside that area. Now there's a way of, with the weapons, at first you may notice not all of them are unlocked. Some of these you need to complete certain things, such as murder mysteries. These are on the map represented by these, the magnifying glasses. I will get to those in a moment. Where has the people which I was looking for? Where were they? I've completely lost them. Oh, this is fun. You can climb through quite a large number of interiors. A lot of the buildings have interiors in Assassin's Creed Unity, which is a big step up from the other Assassin's Creeds. Sometimes a surface will be there's an enemy. Sometimes a surface, such as a roof, will be too steep. Not too steep that you won't be able to climb it generally, like normally, but it will be too steep for you to stand on there, so you'll either slide or have to climb up. So I've just air assassinated one person. Notice this is a 1-star enemy, and it comes up with a sort of gold bar that's saying to parry someone. If it's in the red, it's not a perfect parry. If it's in the gold, it's a perfect parry. Now notice, you may or may not have noticed that when I attack the person, the first hit should have made him like go all dizzy and that. That is simply because I've taken his health down to 0, and the second hit was something called a finisher. Essentially, it just finishes him off, really. But it does look cool, and you get 3 points for doing that. Okay, I'm gonna call it a wrap for this episode. In actual fact, I've recorded 3 15-minute 3 times, each of them 15 minutes. Well, this is the third time, so I'm probably going to go now, and I've just realised I can only record 15 minutes at a time, upload 15-minute clips onto YouTube. So yeah, I'm going to go, and it will have to be in 3 parts. This I'll upload another part later on. See ya.